Okay, so grade 9. So today we are going to start with the new lesson number 1. So what is the lesson number 1? Name of the lesson number 1? ICT, no? Yeah, preparing computer specification. Specifications. So what do you mean by specifications? මොකද්ද මේ පුතේ specifications කියලා කියන්නේ? ඔව්. Right? Specification means a detail about the computer. That's called specifications. So why do we need to know about the specifications? I put up specifications දැනගත යුත්තේ. So what is the meaning of knowing the specifications? මොකක්ද specifications දැනගැනීමේ තියෙන වාසිය? Right? So why do we need specifications? Why do we need to know about the specifications?
So we can categorize those things into certain groups, and it is easier to find certain things from specific features.
Yes, that is there, right? Okay, Saswin, why do you need? Why do we need to set specifications? Thoroughly, your camera is off. Thoroughly. Camera off කරන්න එපා පුතේ on එකේ තියන් ඉන්න, right? So specification means all about the computer, right? So there are many types of computer, there are many there are many things in the computer, right? So according to your requirements, according to your wants, right? So we have to buy a computer. So before buy a computer, we must know what are the things available in the computer, right? So in this lesson, we are going to understand about the specifications, means about the computer, all about that. And there are two main types of specifications we will understand in this lesson. So one is technical specifications, the other one is non-technical specifications. Technical and non-technical. Right? So there are two main specifications called technical and non-technical. So this is what about we are going to learn about in this whole lessons. Okay? So we are going to understand about all those things. So when you turn on your book, right, you will understand about that, and there is a lesson targets. Lesson එකේ ආරම්භ targets are there. So each lessons we have a target. That means why do we need to learn about this lesson? So that is the target, right? And here in this lessons, the target is mentioned here, computer and peripheral devices. So we are going to understand what is computer and what are the peripheral devices. So we are understand what is peripheral device, and we are going to name them. And then we are going to select the devices for the computer requirement or the user requirements. Then we are going to understand who is user, right? Who is user, and how the user is going to named, and then according to the users we have to find out the computer specifications, and we are going to prepare computer specifications. So we are going to create the specification like that, and we are going to understand about the computer specifications, and then we'll understand what is technical specification and what is non-technical specifications. This is the main target in these lessons, right? So lesson number 1 is all around about what? About computer specifications, right? Okay, this is the main target that we are going to start, right? In this computer you have a dialogue with there is a small dialogues. Now can you see the dialogue here? There is a boy and girl talking, going on the road, and they were talking something, right? So shall we start with dialogue? Vyas will be the boy and Taruli will be the girl. Okay, can you start it? Can you start it?
Okay, sir.
Okay.
I I need to buy a computer for my school assignment
පුතා
and to do
තරුණි චුට්ටක් හයියෙන් කියන්න පුතේ සවුන්ඩ් එක මදි.
I need to buy a computer for my school assignment and to do accounts of my father's business.
I need a computer that is mobile. It will help me to show my graphic designs to my teacher. It will help me to study from anywhere and anytime.
All right. So now there is the first one, that means girl is saying, I need to buy a computer for my school assignment. So she has a requirement what to do the school assignments, right? And to do the accounts of my father's business. තාත්තගේ business එකටත් accounts වගේ දේවල් හදන්න එයාට අවශ්‍යයි නේද? එහෙනම් එයා කිව්ව මොනවාව? So girls wants to do father's work and their school assignments. Whereas the boy's requirements, what is the boy's requirements? He needs a computer mobile. What do you mean by mobile here? Yes, mobile.
It means it is
Mobile means movable. You can carry here and there. That is called mobile, right? So that he wants a computer for mobile, right? Then why he wants that mobile? It will help him to do his graphics and take that graphic works and show the teacher and get something corrected. So that is called mobile. So then there are two requirements. Two boys, one boy and one girl. Two persons are there. So there are two requirements are available. So that is called mobiling, and therefore there are two requirements. Users are there, two users and the two requirements. Okay. So this is the main thing that in the dialogue they are going to find out. And again girl says, right, මොකද්ද කියන්නේ girl කියන්න බලන්න. තරුවි කියන්න dialogue එක ඉතුරු ටික.
Are there computers to suit the requirements of both of us?
Are there any computers to suit the requirement of both of us? අපි දෙන්නගේම requirements වලට suit වෙන විදිහට computers තියනවාද කියලා බලනවා. තියනවාද කියලා අහනවා. එතකොට boy කියනවා. මොකද්ද boy කියන්නේ? Yes, Vihas?
Yes, many types are available. We can either buy a computer or we can get a computer assembled to suit our requirements.
Suit our requirements. So we can buy a computer, or else we can assemble. What do you mean by assemble? We can prepare a computer as we want. So that is what we call assemble means, right? Okay, so now you understood that there are some requirements available according to the user. Then who is user? So first of all we have to understand who is user. No, right? අපි යන පොඩි මාතෘකාවල් ලියාගමු. Shall we write down a small heading? First of all you write down the lesson name. Lesson number 1, preparation of computer specifications. හරි නේද පුතේ? දැන් ලියා ගන්න පොඩි මාතෘකාවක් ඒත් එක්කම අනුමාතෘකාවක්. Who is user? Who is user? Who is user? හරිද? ඒකේ අඩතේ so under that you can write down user is a person. User is a person. User is a person. User is a person. User is a person who uses the computer. Who uses the computer. User is a person who uses the computer. හරි. දැන් එතකොට user කියලා කියන්නේ computer පාවිච්චි කරන කෙනා කියන අපි කිව්වේ. එතකොට so according to that there are many users according to the requirements, right? So we should understand who users and how we are going to name them. Right. In your book that I gave you book now, I sent you to book with you now PDF books. So in the PDF books there is a table, right? Under here one column you get the username and the other column in the table you get the task of the user. So what is the task of the user? So can you draw that table with you now in your book? A table එක ඇඳ ගන්න ඔයගොල්ලන්ගේ පොතේ. Once you finish it, tell me. No need to wait time, because time is over now. Time is very important. So once you finish it, tell me. Saswin, ivarada?
Yes, sir.
What about Taruli?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, according to the books that you have written here, but there are some more to be discussed also, more than the book, but anyway we'll discuss from one by one. So here you have the user. So as I told you, user is a person who uses the computer. User කියලා කියන්නේ පරිගණකයේ computer එක භාවිතා කරන කෙනාට තමයි අපි user කියලා කියන්නේ. Right? So that is there. Okay. Now according to the book, there is a first user I mentioned, there is a programmer. Right. Who is programmer? කවුද programmer කියලා කියන්නේ? Who is programmer? So the person who uses a computer language and writing program is called programmer. Right? එතකොට යම් කිසි කෙනෙක් computer programmer කියන්නේ කවුද කියලා අහුවොත් අපිට කියන්න දෙන්නේ මොනක තමයි. මොකද්ද programmer කියන්නේ? The person who uses the computer to do programming. To do programming. හරිද? So what do you mean by programming? Yes, Saswin, how do you understand programming means? Yes, Pata. Vihas, how do you say programming? Yes, programming කියන්නේ මොකක්ද? How do you say programming, Taruli? Taruli? So programming means using a language, using a computer language, we are writing coding, we are coding instructions to do the computer. So we are writing commands and instructions according to the language we are going to use. That means language is the way that the computer can understand. Okay, so that is a language. Now we have the language here, English language. So whatever I tell in English, you can understand it. So that is the language. So same as it is, the whatever the commands we give to computer can understand because of that language. So by using one of that language, and we are giving instructions to the computer, that is what we call programming. So sometimes some people are calling coding also. So by using this programming, we are using computer to do this programming is called now programmer. The person who is programming is called programmer. So the person who uses the computer in order to write the programming, write the coding, right? So that is why we call it a programmer. And the next one is computer network administrator. Network administrator, right? Who is network administrator? Before that, we have to understand what is network, right? What is network thoroughly? Network, what is network? පුතේ අනේ කතා කරන්න ඕන අපිත් එක්ක. අපි මෙතන කතා කරන්න නැතුව බැහැනේ කරන්න. අපි මෙතන මේ කරන්නේ ක්ලාස් එකක්. So we are going to do the class. So when we are doing classes, I need your voice, I need your activations. So you should active in the class. I saw 2-3 times thoroughly is having someone in front of you and you are talking with them. You are not understand with me. thoroughly මාත් එක්ක නෙමෙයි ඉන්නේ. ඔයා මන් දැක්ක කවුරු දෙනෙක් ඉස්සරහා ඉන්න. ඒත් එක්ක කතා කරගෙන ආවේ ඒගොල්ලන් දිහා බල බල ඉන්න නිසා attention එකක් නැහැ අපි ගාවට. right? කවුද thoroughly ඉස්සරහා ඉන්නේ? හා පුතේ මම ඔයාගේ නම කියනවා හරිද වැරදිද? thoroughly නේද නම? ඔව්. දැන් කවුද ඔයාගේ ඉස්සරහාවත් එක්ක ඉන්නේ? යාළුවෙක්ද? අම්මද? තාත්තද කවුද? ඉතින් යාළුවෝ දැන් ඔතන ඉන්න බෑ. දැන් ක්ලාස් එකනේ කරන්නේ. ක්ලාස් එකේ යාළුවෝ ඉන්න බෑ. දැන් මම ඔයගොල්ලන්ගේ අම්මට හිට තාත්තට කතා කරලා කියන්නද එහෙමනම් යාළුවා පොඩ්ඩක් යට කරන්න කියලා. ඔබට කවුරුත් ඉන්න බෑ ඔයාගේ. ඔයා විතරයි ඔයා ඉන්න ඕනේ ඔයාගේ. අම්මා තාත්තා කවුරු කමිටි පිටිපස්සෙන් ඇවිල්ලා මොනවද කරන්න බැලුවට කමක් නැහැ. නමුත් ඒ ඇරෙන්න කවුරුත් ඉන්න බෑ. නැත්තම් ඩිස්ටර්බ් නේ අපිට පුතේ. මම දැන් කීප වෙලාවක් බලුවා ඔයා යත් එක්ක hinaවි කතා කරනවා මිසක් මං කියන දේට අවධානය නැහැ. So it is better. මම බයිනවා නෙමෙයි පුතා. මම මේ බයිනවා කියලා හිතන්න එපා. බයිනවා නෙමෙයි මේක. අපි අර ක්ලාස් එකට අපි ඉන්න ඕනේ ඉන්න ස්වරූපෙන්. නැත්නම් අපිට මේක අවධානය ඉන්නේ නැහැ. අන්තිමට වෙන්නේ මොකක්ද දන්නවද? මං කියනවා තේරෙන්නේ නැහැ කියලා ක්ලාස් එකෙන් නතර වෙනවා. ඒකයි වෙන්නේ. ඒක තමයි ඇත්ත කතාව. මං හිතනවා මේ වෙද්දි විහස්ටත් කවුරුත් නැති වෙද්දි කියලා අහලා පහලා. විහසුත් ටෙන්ෂන් එක එහාට මෙහාට යනවා විහස්. විහස් එහෙම නේද?
Yes sir.
ඒකනේ. right. අපි අය පුතා වීඩියෝ ඔන් කරන්න කියන්නේ අපේ පළවෙනිම නීතිය තමයි වීඩියෝ එක ඔන් කරන්න. දෙවෙනි නීතිය තමයි කැමරා මේ ඔන් කරලා තියෙද්දි අනිත් තමයි හෙඩ්ෆෝන්ස් අයින් කරන්න. අපි කියන දේ ගෙදරට ඇහෙන්න තියන්න. කියන්නේ ප්‍රධානම හේතුව පුතා වෙන මොකුත් නෙමෙයි. ඔන්ලයින් ක්ලාස් එකක සාර්ථකත්වය පවතින්නේ ඔතනයි. right? Either it is in Sinhala or in English or whatever the language, doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter, but you should switch on anyway. Right. අවධානය යොමු වෙන්න ඕනේ පුතේ. පළමුව මම ඔයක ඉස්සලම් කියලා ඉන්නම්කෝ. First you have to switch on your camera, right? There should not be anybody nearby you because කවුරු හරි ඔයගොල්ලෝ ගාව ඒගොල්ලොත් එක්ක කතා කරන්න පටන් ගන්නවා. So avoid them and you have to be attention here. When I ask you a question, quickly you have to switch on your mic and give the answers, right? ටක් ගාලා mic එක on කරලා answers දෙන්න ඕනේ. programmer sorry, network administrator. So what is network? So when I ask you question, so what you have to do, you have to quickly switch on your mic and you have to give the answer. Either it is right or wrong, doesn't matter, right? Because we are here to learn, right? So I need your response, your answers, so that you will be here actively. That is very important, right? Okay. Right. Network is a computer, two or more than computer linking together is called network, right? So network means we are connecting more than two computers in together is called network, right? So there are two types of network: peer-to-peer network and client-server network. Now I just show you for your understanding. Client-server network, this is a main computer. So main computer is connected to switch or the router, and then there are many computers are connected to here. So these are the computers, right? So these type of a computer connection is called computer network, right? Can you see my board? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
So these type of computer connections called client-server network. So this is a network. So in a short and sweet, you can understand what is a network. Network is a collection of computer together in order to share the resources, right? So that is called network. Now this type of a network can be controlled, must be controlled, right? This type of a network must be controlled. So controlling or admin of this network is known network administrator. So the person who uses the computer to control this type of a network is known as network administrator. Okay, so that is the user task, right? So the network user task. The other one is system analysis. System analysis. ඔයාව ඇඩ්ඩලා තියෙන මුලින් ඉඳලා සිංහල මීඩියම් ගෲප් එකට. ඒකයි ඒක හේතුව.
Oh, sir.
Okay. So remind me to change your group, right? ඔයාගේ group එක මම වෙනස් කරලා දෙන්න මට මතක් කරන්න එක.
Okay, sir.
Right. So every day you will get starting from 4 to 6, right? Okay. So we were doing the lesson number 1 in grade 9 and preparations of computer, where we discuss the dialogue of this textbook, and then we are discussing about the who is user and then the type of users. So we discuss their type of users, and then we are discussing about system analysis. So who is system analysis? System analysis is the person who designs the information systems, right? So what do you mean by information systems? තොරතුරු පද්ධතියක් නිර්මාණය කරන් ඩිසයින් කරන කෙනා තමයි ඇනලිසිස් කියලා කියන්නේ. So he is the person who always identify the requirements and design the system information system. So that is the person who says system analysis. And the next one is computer application assistance. So what do you mean by applications, right? Packages, sir. Packages, there are many packages, no? Word packages for typing matters, Excel for the mathematical matters, PowerPoint we use for the presentation matters, right? There are some other accounting packages for accounting purpose, right? So there are many packages are there, so that is called applications. So those applications can be controlled, the person who is using the computer to do those applications. So that is how we call it computer application assistance. right? So we normally sometimes call them as a computer operators also. අපි එයාට කියනවා computer operators ලා කියලා කියනවා. So these are the computer operators, right? Okay, so the next one is in the book is a web developer. Who is web developer? The person who is developing web pages. The person who is developing web pages is called web developer, right? එතකොට යම් කිසි කෙනෙක් web develop කරනවා නම් web designs නිර්මාණය කරන නම් computer එක පාවිච්චි කරලා අපි යාට කියනවා කවුරු කියලා? The web designer, right? The person who is doing the web design is called web developer, right? Then there are many more. Not only that, in your book that is given, no? ඔයගොල්ලන්ගේ පොතේ එච්චරයි දීලා තියෙන්නේ. කවුද දීලා තියෙන්නේ? Programmer, network administrator, system analysis, computer applications assistant, web designer, web developer. Is that all? Using the computer they do it?
Sir, there is one more.
What is that?
Software engineers.
Yes, I missed it down, no? Software engineer. The person who arrange all the programs in order is called software engineer, right? Person who develops the software is called programmer. So the programmer develops the programming. So after those programs developed, they take into a certain way and they fix it into a like a software is called software engineer, right? තේරෙනවද software engineer කියන කවුද කියන එක? software engineer කියලා කියන්නේ software හදලා තියෙනවා නිවැරදි ආකාර නිවැරදිව සකස් කරලා ඒක හරියට ලස්සනට හොඳ program එකක් බවට හොඳ software එකක් බවට පරිවර්තන කරන කෙනා තමයි අපි කියන්නේ software engineer කියලා, right? And there are many more. Not only that, there are many users. There are a lot of users are there. They use a certain task, right? In grade 10 you will be understanding all those things in grade 10, right? In grade 9 we are given that much only, so we will understand it and later on, right? Okay, so that is user and the task of the user is available. Then we have to understand. Next one is user requirements. So write down what is user requirement. What is user requirement? Right? Write down user requirements. User requirement කියන්නේ මොකක්ද කියලා ලියා ගන්න. When the user is using computer, when the user is using computer, when the user is using computer, there are many requirements. There are many requirements. Those requirements are known as user requirements. User requirements. Some of the user requirements, some of the user requirements can be seen as following. User requirements can be seen as following. All right. පුතාර ඔයගොල්ලන්ගේ අච්චුපතේ තියෙනවා අර කම්පියුටර් එකක් ඇඳලා වටේට රවුන්ඩ් කරලා දාලා තියෙනව නේද? So you can see in your book, right? Drawing computers and above around that computer, playing computer games, preparing documents, access internet. No, so can write down those points. ये points से किन्ने के लिया गया?
Done, sir.
Good. What about the others? Right, Dilmi, are you still writing?
Yes, sir.
Okay, continue, no problem. Tarvi, finish or not yet? Right. Okay, so now we are discussing about the requirements. Requirements means the necessaries, the wants, right? Necessities, the wants, right? That is called requirements. Now, when I am using a computer, I'm going to use a computer for a certain task, for a certain necessary wants. So that is what mentioned here. Now, if a person who uses a computer to do the gaming is a gamer, and also he needs a certain things. And if I am a person who draws the I say graphic designing, then what shall I need? මොනවද මට ඕනේ එතකොට? So that is my requirement, right? Say supposing Dilmi is going to develop computer software, right? She wants to develop a software programming. So there are some certain things she needs to the computer. So according to the user, the requirements are different, right? Requirements are different. For example, we just want to communicate with some other people in some other abroad. For example, American people, group of people, they need to discuss something else, right? They have a business proposals. Then they are going to discuss by sitting in a chair and having a meeting. So what sort of requirements he needs? What sort of requirements? Yes, thoroughly. What sort of requirements we has needs? We has කියන්න බලන්න.
A meeting launcher, a camera, a working microphone.
That is exactly correct. Yes,
Yeah.
correct. So he wants a camera, he wants a mic, right? He wants a software for the communicate with the other people, and he needs the internet provider, ISP, internet service provider, right? And also finally he needs the knowledge to connect with them and talk with them, right? So those are the requirements he needs, right? Okay, Saswin is a person who always say graphic designing, right? He's fond of graphics, right? So what are the requirements he needs? Yes, Delmi, what are the requirements Saswin wants? Delmi ඇහෙනවද කියන එක?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now do you have any idea about that? Because
No.
Right, Saswin ඔයා කියන්නකෝ බලන්න.
Well, sir, I think
So there's something wrong with your sounds. We can't hear properly. Saswin? Is there some other meeting or some people are talking nearby you?
Yes, sir.
You have a sound with, I don't know, something wrong with, okay, no problem. Right, එතකොට තරුවි කියන්න බලන්න මොකද්ද යාට අවශ්‍ය වෙන්නේ මොන වගේ දේවල්ද? තරුලි මොන වගේ දේවල්ද අවශ්‍ය වෙන්නේ යාට? He is a person who always having graphic designing. What are the requirements? පුතා පුතේ කමන්නේ බය වෙන්න එපා අපිනේ ඉන්නේ අපි ඉගෙන ගන්න දන්න විදිහට කියන්න එකට කමන්නේ මට ඕනේ ඔයගොල්ලන්ව ඇක්ටිව්ලි ලබා ගන්න මාත් එක්ක ඉතින් ඒකින්ද දන්න විදිහට කියන්න කැටලුවන්නේ අපි කවුරුත් මෙතන සම්පූර්ණ අය නෑ මගෙත් වැරදි වෙන්න පුළුවන් නේ ඔව් හොඳයි අවශ්‍ය වෙනවා යාට මොනවද එකක් තමයි හොඳ memory එකක් ඕනේ නේද? He needs a good memory in his computer, and he needs enough storage capacity, and sometimes he needs a separate VGA card, right? Separate VGA card to connect them and then have the function. And sometimes his access speed, I mean CPU must have a big latest versions of CPU, something like, right? So these are the things requirements, no, these are things he wants, right? Something like that. Okay, it differs according to the requirements. අපේ අවශ්‍යතාවය මත ඒවා වෙනස් වෙන්න පුළුවන්. හොඳයි, can you understand what I want to explain you? මම ඒ කියන්න කියන දේ පැහැදිලිද ඔයගොල්ලන්ට දැන්? clear ද ඔයගොල්ලන්ට? Right.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then there are main two types of computers are there. Write down. පල්ලෙහාන් ලියන්න වෙනම. පල්ලෙහාන් ලියන්න. පොඩි ඡේදයකින්, so write down as a paragraph. All these computers all these computers can be categorized into two parts. Okay, portable computers. देखा non-portable computer. Portable computers, non-portable computers. Portable computers, non-portable computers. Right. මොකද්ද මේ portable computers කිව්වේ? So those are the computers that we can carry, that we can take here and there, right? So that is called portable computers. අපිට එහාට මෙහාට ගෙනියන්න පුළුවන් computer වර්ග. Right. Okay. Can you write down a small subheading called portable? Write down a portable computers. Right. ඒකේ අඩත ලියා ගමු අපි මෙතන යටින් පොඩි ඉස්තරයක් ලියා ගන්න. ඒකේ අඩත පොඩි ඉස්තරයක් ලියා ගන්න. Okay there. These type of computers can be movable. These type of computers can be movable. Okay. Example लिया गया मुआ पे उदाहरण लिया गया मुआ पे laptop, තව මොනවද? tab නේද? tab, laptop, tab examples ලියා ගන්න පුළුවන් නේ, right? So we'll move to the next one is called subheading non-portable computers. Non-portable computers. ඊළඟ අනුමාත්‍රිකාවක් non-portable computers. With him, with her. Birds ගොඩක් නේ. ඒ නිසා ඊට නෑ මොකද? them. හරි දෙකට යටතේ ලියා ගමු අපි these type of computers this type of computers are not movable are not movable example ලියාගමු මොනවාද example not movable server computer right okay හරි නේද දැන් අපි ලියාගමු computer peripheral device කියන මාතෘකාව තමයි පුතේ අපිට ඊළඟ කතා කරන්න තියෙන්නේ හරිද peripheral device කියන්නේ මොනවද කියන එක ඒකට ඒ ගැන කතා කරන්න නිසා අපි මෙහෙම කරමු so we'll write down like here parts of a computer right just do it parts of a computer right so then what we have to do is we have to draw the computer right this is the system and then this is the monitor and this is a keyboard and this is a mouse. So everything has to connect to the system in it. Something like you can draw parts something like here. So draw the computer system like this and name them down here. Name them down, right? अंदर नाम करගන්න එක.
Also,
හරිද ඉවරද අනිත් අයත්? So you have to name them, right? You can draw as much as possible. You can draw. There are many more, right? So I just only few things I draw here. right? You may draw more than that even, right? Like scanner, I have not written here scanner, and there are many more devices you can write down, right? Draw and write down as much as you can do. හරිද පුතා ඉවරද? Finish or not
Yes, sir.
yet?
Yes, sir.
All right. What about the other two girls? දෙර්මි ඉවරද? අගෙන් ආවේ නෑ මට සවුන්ඩ් එකක්.
ඉවරයි සර්.
all right. ඔයගොල්ලෝ name කළාද ඒවා ටික?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
right. දැන් මට එමනම් කියන්න බලන්න කවුද හොඳ කවුද අපි ගමු Taruvi. What is this? අයියෝ තරුවියම පැය ගානක් ගන්නන කැමරාව මයික් එක ඔන් කරලා ප්‍රශ්න උත්තර ලියන්න පුතේ. අපිට ටක් ගාලා කියන්න ඕනේ පුතා. අපි මෙතන හැම වෙලෙම රෙඩි එකේ ඉන්න ඕනේ. තරුවි මේ මොකද්ද? තරුවි ඇහෙනවද පුතේ ඔයාට? තරුලි ඔයාට ඇහෙනවද මං කියනේව නැද්ද? අනේ පුතේ ටක් ගාලා අහපු ගම ටක් ගාලා උත්තර දෙන්න. දන්නව හෝ නැතව හෝ එක්ක මං දන්නේ නැහැ කියලා උත්තරයක් දෙන්න. නැත්තම් කාලය අපරාධනේ පුතියෝ. රයිට් මේක මොකද්ද? ඇහුන්නේ අයියෙන් කියන්නේ? කියන්නකො පුතා අයියෙන් මොකද්ද මට ඇහුන්නේ නැහැ කීප එක. ඔයා කියනවා අපිට ඇහෙන්නේ නැහැ. රයිට්. සස්වින් මේ මොකද්ද? මොකද්ද?
Monitor.
එයා කියන එක ඇහෙන්නේ නැහැ අපිට. රයිට් දිල්මි what is this?
Monitor.
Monitor. තව එකට වචන කියන මොනවද ඒවා? තව කියන වචන කීපයක්. Monitor. Display. VDU කියලා කියන අපි එකට ඈ. VDU මොකද්ද VDU කියන්නේ visual display unit. VDU කියලා කියනවා visual display unit. Monitor නේද? ඒ ඔක්කොම කියනවා නේ. Monitor කියලා කියනවා right. ඒතර මේවා ඒගොල්ලෝ නම් කරගන්න. අපි ඊළඟ දවසේ ඉඳලා පටන් ගමු පුතේ නේද? එතන ඉඳලා අපි ඊට continue කරමු next time right. So we will continue the same thing from next time and as usual we will start the same time right. මේ වෙලාවට තමයි next week එකත් පටන් ගන්න right. So the people who are joining with LMS please go to the LMS and find out the links and do not tell anything a technical problem and all. So if you don't have even normal data then you have to be ready right. You have to save normal data and get ready, go to the LMS and then find out the link and then join it right. So we are strongly advised not to give any link to the students without getting the permission from the office. Therefore I strongly request you to before half an hour just go to the LMS and find out the links are available. If it is not available please call to the office and ask where is the link and link is not available like that. So if you want to get that link that means you have to pay the payments and do it right. Just go ahead and if anything you talk to the office. If they are not doing anything just talk to me right. But don't wait at the end of the last time. Antim mohathekakan inne epa. So get ready and come to the class right. Okay, so God bless you enang. Have a nice day puthe.
Thank you sir. Bye sir. God bless you.
මොනවද ප්‍රශ්න තියෙන්නේ?
English medium group එකට add කරන්න පුළුවන්ද?
පුළුවන් පුතේ. මට ඔයාගේ නම දාලා මට එවන්න මම දාන්නම්.
Okay sir.
ළමයි පන්තියේ දාලා මට එවන්න මම දාන්නම් පුතේ.